50 years ago, a Civil Rights Act was passed to end segregation, but today there are still towns that are recognized to keep blacks away.
I know some sundown towns. Villa Grove actually was one.
In the heart of Villa Grove lies a water tower. On it is a broken siren. Before the year 1998, when it was still functioning, it sounded every 6 p.m., signaling African Americans to get out. Pulitzer Prize winner and University of Illinois Professor Leon Dash says that today, Sundown Towns rarely uses explicit methods to warn African Americans.
There were policies that were carried out and understood by the local police departments. You won't find that written down legally.
Which means although it may not be legal officially, but the execution of this invisible law is officially in the air and in the culture. According to City Data, a trusted research website, there are only 4 African Americans living in Villa Grove. That's 0.2% of the entire population. Second-year PhD student in the Department of History at University of Illinois, Augustus Wood, thinks that having a small number of African American in an area is not natural, but planned.
This was something that was agreed upon by the white citizens of those areas to remove blacks.
Some African Americans, like Associate Professor of African American Studies at the University of Illinois Sundiata JOUr, are conscious of such places.
I don't go to sundown towns. I don't stop in sundown towns. I don't gas up in sundown towns because I understand their history.
Others are totally unaware.
I'm sorry.
No. I don't really know much about it.
No, I don't.
Believe it or not, segregation was supposed to end in the year 1964, yet Sundown Town still exists. So what does this tell us?
Well, human behavior doesn't change just because you have an act. There are a lot of people who are very naive about America as a period of as a place of significant change, but there's still pockets of racism throughout America.
A so-called free America, filled with towns that have some African Americans saying, "It's getting late, it's getting dark, and it's time to go."
From the Richmond Journalism Teaching Studio at the University of Illinois campus, this is your UI7 Newsbreak, your U of I news source.
Good morning, Shambana. I'm Madi Lopez.
And I'm Sharon Kurniawan, here with your daily UI7 news. And Green Street isn't the only spot getting a makeover. New developments for a modified crosswalk are being tested on 6th Street. Due to traffic congestions, a newly designed crosswalk is now placed between Waller's Hall and the Business Instructional Facility building. This crosswalk has additional features like a ramp and newly painted median lines. Manager Roland White say it's off to a good start.
One of the concerns is the traffic would back up through the intersection of 6th and Gregory. And just today, watching it, I'm not seeing that happen, and so that's a good sign.
The trial crosswalk is being monitored until November to see if it'll be a permanent addition on 6th Street.